Hey y'all, it's Leo again. Back with another story time. So, we did NRL. We did the beginning of how Leo came about. Now it's time to talk about how I got into commentating for NRL. I feel like that'd be a good subject to cover. It was brought up in one of the comments of the first video by Parquet. So, how I got my start? Well, let's see. It was after season 2, and after doing what I did, all I did was ask. I asked Toon. I was like, hey dude, do you think I can give this commentating thing a shot? Because one, super stressed out from NRL, alright? And don't get me wrong, like, commentating is stressful. It is. But if you have a good team like we do, it's not. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you get with it. Like, there was a progression from like season 3 to season 4 on how I started getting more comfortable. Granted, season 4 I kind of was lacking because of life stuff, and I could touch on that in a little bit. We'll kind of like talk through season 3 into 4, stuff like that. I think that'd be a good idea. So, from the beginning, as many things start, reached out to Toon after season 2. I was like, hey dude, do you think McNaughty would let me be a part of the broadcast team? Because that season 3 was the expansion. Alright? That was the expansion. So we went from doing it they went from just doing it on Fridays to Friday and Saturday. So we needed another set of hosts. Well, I threw my hat in the ring, and so that worked out. And I was like, okay, cool. What do I do? In typical Leo fashion, I don't know what I'm doing. But having that strong team of like Slow-Mo, Toon, now we have Flawed, Tati, T-Case, having all of them guys that have done it for as long as they have, really brings more confidence to myself to do it. So we get started. I'm sitting there like, oh boy, I don't know if I can do this. Like the first couple of meetings, I'm sitting there going like, what do I do? And the first one happens, and I don't know what to say. Like, I am so like nervous and just like quiet. And I want to say it's like the third race, I finally started being like, you know what? Let me be myself finally. And yeah, that's when it came out to be that way. Some highlights from season 3, of course. Who was it? It was the dirt race in the trucks. Was it? Oh man, I want to say it was the True Serum and freaking La Cabra going side by side over that jump. That right there, freaking made it. And then I want to say season 3, Papa going with the, I'm not changing my tires, I'm gonna go until they're dead strat on the it was a Big Willow and the Armamia RX-7 FD. That was nuts. And I think he also did a crazy maneuver at Red Bull. And let's see, those were like my biggest highlights of season 3. So like getting to see that and commentate on it, that was like the creme de la creme for me. Of course, I had a little more time to prepare for season 3, like in between races and stuff like that, because of my job that I did have. Um, but if you're looking into doing commentating for league races and stuff like that, the easiest thing I can say is just ask. Ask. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't, you know? And, you know, if you're like me and you like racing and you do all the racing, you know what to say, but you got to figure out the words to say it in a commentary sense, if that makes any sense. So that'd be what I would do if you're interested in it. Like, there's plenty of leagues, and I'm pretty sure they would like commentary on most of their stuff. It's not a bad thing. You just sit back and talk. And especially if you become friends with the host, oh man, that's a connection you can't not have. Because if you're not friends with them or whatnot, then the vibe is all off, and it's just like, okay, this is something I don't want to do. But like, of course, me, TK's, Slow-Mo, Flawed, Tati, we're all pretty good friends now. Like, even outside of the league, we still keep in contact with each other, one way or another. So, I mean, you start developing even stronger relationships with people because you're essentially working with them, right? You go to work, you see your same coworkers, you start liking some of them, and you start not liking most of them. It's every job. But, them first couple of races, I know I was like super nervous, super. So my job in commentating is color comms. So like, I just kind of talk about what's going on at the moment and my knowledge of the track, my knowledge of the cars. Like, I have a deep understanding of each vehicle in the game and some fun facts. Like, y'all see me spit them out every time. So that's what I bring to the table. Like, Slow-Mo's more the analytical kind of guy. Like, what tires, what are they thinking, what are they doing? Toon is like the guy that is doing the play-by-play. Like, he is on it. At least this is for Friday for my guys that I'm with. Of course, Flawed, T-Case, and Tati are the same way as them. But if you're afraid of doing it, just bring your own personality. Bring you. That's all I can say. So going into season 4, Leo's life changed dramatically. I had quit the job at the oil change place and went to working at the post office, as many as you know. Unfortunately, that job did not pan out for me there. Had one of my family members get real sick, and I had to stop working there. But in that time period of doing season 4, I was mentally and physically a wreck. Like, I'm sure y'all have noticed that the decline in how many streams I do in a day have like significantly lessened all of a sudden out of nowhere. And it's not because I don't enjoy it. It's because I was dead tired. I was exhausted. I mean, I would go into work 8:30 in the morning, sometimes not get home until like 9:30 at night. And you're tired from it. Like, shout out to the postal people. They do a lot of work. It may look pretty easy, like just, you know, you think you see your postman driving and putting the mail in the box. The behind the scenes stuff that you don't see is wild. Like, all the figuring out how to put it in the truck and stuff like that. I'm getting sidetracked. So, I was super exhausted. And I'm sure y'all could tell in the actual broadcast how Leo kind of was there, but wasn't at the same time. So, some memorable moments from season 4, man. Like, I can't even tell you because I was so exhausted. I loved all the races, though. Like, I loved them. I love all the racing, actually. Like, I look at it from a racer's perspective and a commentator's perspective. Like, y'all have heard me and Toon completely destroy the GTWS, like, and it's stupidity, in my opinion. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. Like, yeah, it's cool. Cool. That's about it. So, like, at some point, like, me and Toon have pretty big aspirations on making the NRL just as big, if not bigger. And I'm sure McNaughty would love that too. I'm sure that's in his plans. I don't know personally, but that's just how me and Toon feel. And that's why we bring 100% every time, as much as we can. But if you guys have any questions about commentating and stuff like that, ask me. Like, don't be afraid. I know I was a little all over the place in this one. I got sidetracked a few times, but anyway, I'll see y'all in the next one. I might do a live stream tomorrow while traveling home. I don't know how I feel about that. Some of the parts in driving is a little sketch, so I might wait until I like do like a 30-minute stop and chat with y'all then. I'll probably stop somewhere and do it. I'm not going to do it while I'm driving. Never mind. Forget what I just said. But anyways, I'll see y'all later for the PhD race that we got. And I thought I loved my long names. Oh, good Lord. GT, PhD, WS. There we go. It's a mouthful. I will see you all there. I think me and T-Case are going to be actually commentating on it. So, go to his channel, look for that, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye!